Alright everyone, today we have the best racing games for Android and iOS in 2020. There's nothing like a good racing game to fuel a person's competitive streak and get your adrenaline rushing. Racing games have been around since the very beginning of any kind of video game. Today we list 10 of the best racing games on Android and iOS and hope you'll enjoy them as much as we do. At number 10, Need for Speed No Limits. Everyone was excited when Electronic Arts dropped their first mobile version of Need for Speed series. Does it live up to its expectations? See for yourself. It's not the best game on Google Play, but it is the best concerning some things. For one, it offers over 2.5 million combos for car customization, as well as the usual top-tier manufacturing brands like and not limited to Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, Pagani, and Koenigsegg. The controls are definitely a pro point for this game. They're easy to understand and are responsive. As you race and overcome road obstacles in your quest to become king of the underground, the 30-second long races might seem too quick, but they're so engaging and thrilling that you'll find yourself clicking once more for another race. Number 9, Motorsport Manager 3. Don't worry so much about driving, which sounds weird for a racing game, but in Motorsport Manager 3, we're happy to. You have an entire team of drivers to manage instead. Assemble the ultimate team. You begin in Tier 4 and race your way up to the big leagues. Through sponsorships, building a supplier network, developing more buildings in your HQ facility to unlock new skills, keeping up a good relationship with your mechanic because you know he's responsible for the gritty repair parts. This game will keep engaged and challenged for hours even if you're not a hardcore racing fan, simply because of how much fun it is. An endurance challenge is one of the most challenging parts of the game. You have 45 game minutes and you have to complete as many laps as possible while limited to 3 drivers that have to switch each lap unless you want their focus stats to go down. Motorsport Manager 3 simulates parts of racing that not every game does, and does it so beautifully. Number 8, Mario Kart Tour. Mario Kart is the household name for racing. Its arguably smooth transition into mobile games has resulted in a simple but classic game. In Mario Kart Tour, it's a race around the real-world locations that rotate every 2 weeks. One of the most iconic things about Mario Kart is the characters. Choose your favorite, then dive into the racing tracks. Race against the AI in the Cups races. Each has 3 tracks and a challenge at the end. There are obstacles in your way, hazards, and boosts you can pick up. There's still a lot Mario Kart can do to improve the game, and as soon as they launch a multiplayer feature, you'll find millions more of the loyal fanbase downloading it. Number 7, RIPTIDE GP Renegades. Renegades comes with a backstory. After being cast out of the RIPTIDE GP League, you, a hydrojet rider, are forced to do illegal races through the stunning visuals that are the game's 9 racing tracks. You're not racing in a Ferrari here, but a hydrojet. The game involves scenery from city waterway, factory machinery, military bases, and much more. The courses are packed with obstacles that you need to race through and secret shortcuts on your way to meet the game's bosses. Keep in mind that you're sometimes racing through water that has special effects with lifelike physics. In the single-player career mode, unlock vehicles and customize your character. There's a deep career mode with ultra-challenging bosses, tracks, new stunts, and more. A challenge mode has you competing to beat your friend's previous performances. There are 2 multiplayer modes. Online multiplayer allows 8 players from around the world to race, and the split-screen multiplayer offers a more local angle by allowing up to 4 players on a single machine with gamepad controllers. Number 6, Grid Autosport. Grid Autosport is by far the most expensive game on this list, but it's also one of the best ever on the market. In comparison to RIPTIDE GP Renegades, that's only 99 cents, Grid Autosport is a giant with its $9.99 price tag. In the grand scheme of all the content it provides, I'll say it's more than worth it. The cars drive powerfully and quite frankly, they're good looking cars. No 2 cars are the same, both in appearance and in driving, which deepens the realism Grid was going for. Again, there's so much content that it's hard to even pack it all into a few minutes. Firstly, you have the touring, endurance, open wheel, tuner, and street disciplines. Each is vastly different, but they share their need for assembling your team. And the modes, there's so many that it's ridiculous. There are drag championships, touring, sprint cups, time trials, or even quick races. Grid has over 100 cars and circuits to accommodate all its modes. In the long line of racing games, Grid Autosport comes pretty close to being perfect. Number 5, Thumb Drift. How can a game be so simple, yet so hard, yet so good? In theory, Thumb Drift should be easy with simple one-thumb control. It definitely takes a while to master its control, but that doesn't deviate from the sheer awesomeness that is this game. Believe me, it leaves no room for errors. Use your thumb to guide your car, acceleration is automatic, and drag your swipe on the screen to make a turn. Pressing too hard will have your car flying into a barrier. Then it's game over. No second chances, I'm telling you. This game wakes something up, some ancient competitive instinct that will make you come back for more. You regularly get missions to win coins, stuff like acquiring a certain amount of coins or driving to a specific distance. The car's thumb drift offers are epic. There are some that are free and some you can buy, but the real trophies are the ones you unlock. It requires concentration and patience, but the moment you find your car gliding across the street smoothly, it will all be worth it. Number 4, Horizon Chase World Tour. We'll preface by saying that while this game lets you experience it for free, if you want the full version, you'll have to purchase it for about $2.99. For the amount of content you get, it's completely worth paying the price. For free, you'll get access to 7 cars and 30 tracks. Now that that's off the table, Horizon Chase World Tour rocks. It's highly praised for its unique, retro style inspired by the classic arcade games, Outrun, Lotus Turbo Challenge, Top Gear, and more. And it still maintains a modern feel to it. Start your race at the very back and work your way into first place. There's never a moment when you're not struggling. If not against other cars, then by obstacles, corners, and generally speedy sections. Your car will need fuel, so you'll need to charge it as well with nitro boost for speed. With every cup you win, a change of scenery will prove to you why the graphics are so stunning. Volcanic ashes, sandstorms, rain and snow all day and night. The perfect balance between a casual and hardcore arcade game. This has been a long fan favorite with over 8 awards and recognition, plus a score of 88 on Metacritic. Number 3, Asphalt 9 Legends. If you're a car fanatic, then Asphalt 9 Legends is the game for you. It absolutely delivers on its promise for realistic and awesome cars. Their quality is top notch in both performance and appearance wise. Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, and W Motors are only a few of the big names that you get to race with. There's a new feature of a car editor that lets you customize your favorite car. Choose its color, material, rims, and much more. The racing aspects delivers as well. It's an arcade racing game that's incredibly fast-paced and challenging. As your dream car bolts through the streets, with amazing views I might add, you're able to double tap and find yourself doing a 360. Career mode has over 60 seasons and a grand number of 800 events. In the multiplayer mode, you can compete in races with up to 7 rivals and win the ultimate title of the next Asphalt Legend. If you get enough high points on the leaderboard, you'll unlock milestone awards and have bragging rights over your fellow track legends. Number 2, CSR Racing 2. People often play racing games for the cars themselves. You get to experience the joy of driving a Ferrari or a Bugatti, and depending on the game, dozens more options. CSR Racing 2 is one of the best when it comes to recreating those beloved car models. We have to give CSR Racing 2 credit for the authenticity of the cars, as they have accurately replicated even the engine schematics and the car window decals. As you win races and unlock cars and upgrades, soon you'll find yourself surrounded by legendary cars in your very own warehouse. Customize your cars, and with your choice of paint, rims, and interior rims, you can also customize your license plate for an added bonus. The races themselves are somewhat brief. You can compete single-player style in what they call crew battles with gangster-like drivers in order to gain money and find spare parts to upgrade your ride, or in multiplayer mode and race against real people. CSR Racing is mostly focused on the visuals and the car quality, but they do it so amazingly that there are little complaints. Number 1, Real Racing 3. Phenomenal car quality, check. Heart phone gripping, adrenaline rushing, causing races, check. Real Racing 3 is a beast from every single angle. It's not just a simple get a car, choose its color, and half-heartedly race on a track. The award-winning franchise boasts having over 200 meticulously detailed cars that are anything from an everyday Ford to Porsches, Aston Martins, Audis, and Bugatti. It's a process. As a beginner, the first things you'll encounter are the Pure Stock Challenge and the Road Car International. Each is a series of races with elimination rounds, challenges, cups, and even drag races. Every while, the game maintains realism and also tempts you to buy its in-game purchases by requiring your car to go into repairs. However, if you own more than one, then simply switch to keep racing. Race your friends in one of the 19 real-world locations in real time. Or, if I might add, this is such an exciting thing that Real Racing 3 does, is the time-shifted multiplayer mode, which allows you to race against an AI-controlled version of your friend's matches. The game saves data like crazy, and so it remembers your friend's matches and can duplicate the race at any time, and at any time, drop in and try to beat your friend's titles and records. Alrighty gamers, we hope you enjoyed this list because that's going to wrap it up. If you did in fact watch the video all the way through, we appreciate you so much and hope you enjoyed it enough to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell because we are always releasing new content. As always, we'll see you in the next one.